Tomek truing tool TT50 has too much play in its diamond tip and vibrates during truing like a small jackhammer. This causes two bad things. First, excess grooving on the stone surface, and second, chipping of the stone in the grooves and on the corners. Tomek has reduced the tip play in their latest TT50 that they call TT50 redesigned. But what to do if you have the older TT50 as I have? To lessen the diamond play, I use cable ties, 2.5 mm. You only need to tie them moderately, enough to back up the diamond housing to its riding platform and to allow you to rotate the knobs. If you over-tighten these ties, it will be difficult to move it across the wheel. There is another elegant solution by Dr. Werner from Germany, a magnetic ball. Before you start truing, if the grinding wheel hasn't been used today, let it run idle for about 10 minutes in water to soak the water and soften. First, locate the highest spot on the stone. To see where the high spot is, drop the universal support on the wheel and look for a gap. The gap is on the low side, so the high spot in the opposite side. Lock down the truing tool on the universal support. The support leg should go into the truing tool fork. Do not lock the universal support yet. Lower the universal support so that the diamond tip touched the high spot. Then move the tip outside the wheel, rotating the knobs. And lower the micro adjust by 1 digit. Lock the universal support. And locking the universal support, press over the threaded leg with micro adjust. We can now start truing. Tomek has good videos about truing. The only thing I don't like in these videos is that the operator rests his hands on the universal support.
With this unique accessory, the Tomek Truing and Dressing Tool TT50 with diamond tip and screw feed,
I do it in front. Do not rest your hands on the universal support, only rotate the truing tool knobs with your fingers with no downwards pressure on them. If you press on the end of the support during truing, the truing will not come square. The first runs remove high spots and can be quick. While truing, do not pause. If you pause, you will groove the stone in that spot. Always slow down, exiting the wheel, or the corner may crack and chip off. With every pass across the wheel, lower the support by half the digit. So we start truing with 1 digit down from the high spot and continue with half digit down. Having removed the high spots, go one slow run at about 20 seconds per 1 centimeter. You know that you have removed the high spots when the tip touches the stone all the way across the wheel. So now we do one slow run. Remember, always slow down, exiting the wheel, or you may chip the corner off. When truing as G and as B wheels, lightly chamfer corners of the wheel with the fine soft side of the Tomek grading stone. This will prevent chipping of the blade edge when you grind. If you don't chamfer the corners, the protruding grains may chip the edge of your blade. Truing of the Japanese SJ wheel has its specifics. Generally, the truing tool will chip its corners But Tormek users noticed that chipping occurs when the diamond tip exits the wheel, but not when it moves from outside the wheel. Because of that, as you approach the opposite end of the Japanese wheel, do not exit, but raise the truing tool, move it outside the wheel and continue in the opposite direction. This trick is well shown in one Tormek video.
Truing it from very slow from the beginning.
Yes.
Because it's some problems with the edge, that it could be losing some of the...
Yeah, since it's so brittle, the stone, you
yeah.
have to be very careful, and so feed it slowly. Also, as you might hear, I don't know if it goes through the camera, but the sound is more harmonic than on the black stone. It's because the stone is much finer than the other stones.
But when you're reaching the end of the stone, the trick is that you just stop the machine and open up and feed this out, the diamond tip, and then take it down and lock again, and then you feed it from outside again.
From the inside out.
From the inside out instead.
The reason for that, you don't want the diamond tip to fall over the edge.
No.
Because if you do that, you might risk cracking the board or the corner of the stone, which is not the end of the world either, but aesthetically it's more... and then you just go back to where you were when you stopped.
And then you have this flat stone.
Yes.
Now this stone was very flat.
When you finish truing, the water in the trough will have a lot of the stone residue. They recommend not to dispose it in your home, as it may plug the plumbing. People using our software for Tormek and other slow bed grinders, after truing the wheel, remember to remeasure the wheel diameter and input the new value in our applets.